here for Unity. Today I'm so excited to be here. We are releasing Birthday Go Around. This is one of the brand new stamp sets releasing today, and we're going to pair this with the Wreath Builder. So this is another Wreath Builder to go with it. We're also going to be using the ultrafine black Simon Says stamp embossing powder, and we're using one of the sentiments from the kit, and look how large this stamp set is. It's absolutely stunning, absolutely in love with it. For our ink color selections, we're going to be using Catherine Pooler and Tiara for the Flame, Garden Party for one of the presents, Flirty Fuchsia, and Daydream. I know these are kind of funky, but it's going to be a really fun card. So let me show you how we're going to begin using the Wreath Builder. So I have my original size Misty, or my regular size Misty, the 6.5 by 8, and we have the 4 3/4 Wreath Builder. So we are actually going to attach the Wreath Builder to the Misty. You can use clear tape or you can use purple tape, whatever your preference is. It's just to get it to not move. Then I have pre-cut a piece of cardstock, and this is going to fit right in the center, and this is really what's going to get rotated every time. All right, once that's set, let's begin by setting up our little images. So we're going to do a present, a candle, a present, and another candle. And we're just going to cluster them like so. Now we're going to press down, and then you can come in and grab your ink. So we're going to start with Daydream. Then we're going to do Flirty Fuchsia. And you can do these individually. I'm not going to, because it makes it really easy with these foam ink pads to just go ahead and just ink up what you want. I'm going to do the Garden Party. And then I'm going to clean off that one and then come back with Daydream. And then we're going to make this yellow. You can use a paper towel. I just like to use my finger. Then I can wash my hands after it is all set and done. We're going to go and press this down. And look how fun that is. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to repeat that process. All right, guys, once we are completely done, we have our birthday go around. We're going to remove this, and now we're going to start assembling our card. I really want some splatters on my card, so I'm going to place this on a white base. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my Flirty Fuchsia, and I'm going to add some ink to the lid. I'm going to grab water. I'm going to mix it around to make a nice pigmented water base here, and then we're going to splatter on my white card base, and we're going to splatter on the birthday round that we just stamped. So once you're happy with the amount of embellishment, I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible and not add any sequins or anything like that for the purpose of mailing. We're going to give that a little bit to dry, and then we're going to attach it onto this white card base. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and foam mount this, and there's no right, wrong way to do it. Since it's a square, you can just pick whatever choice of a square side you like. We're going to press this down, it's foam mount, and now we're going to work on our sentiment. So I have a piece of vellum ready to go that has been trimmed to match my sentiment, and this says have the best birthday ever, and you see how it fits pretty well, and we're going to place that right on the center. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to grab my embossing body, and that way it gets a nice clear image. Then I'm going to grab my Simon Says stamp clear embossing ink. I'm going to ink this up, and we're going to be using black embossing powder. We're going to place that right on the center. And then we're going to grab our black embossing powder. You know, it would be really fun. I don't have it, but if you had matching embossing powder to match one of your inks, that'd be really fun. It would just make everything nice and coordinated. I'm gonna run this through my heat embossing gun, and then we're gonna place it on our card. All right, friends, it is ready to go. So we're actually gonna place some of the Tombow adhesive. Now I'm gonna make 2 strips, and then we're gonna place it on the center of our card. So we're gonna go ahead and just center it as much as possible. And then you're gonna have some overhang. I do, you can cut it exactly, but I like to really get a little bit of extra product because then my strips end up being kind of crooked and they don't look clean. So we're gonna finish that, and that does it. How fun and how colorful is this card? I hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial. Be sure to click subscribe so we can keep giving you these free videos and tutorials. If you like the stamp set, it is a new release from Unity Stamp Company. I will put the links below. And be sure to go onto Instagram because there is a giveaway for you to win some Unity goodies. Thank you so much. Hey guys, Crystal Thompson here for Unity. Today I'm creating a card with our newest release, Birthday Go Round. This is a Wreath Builder stamp set. However, we are going to be doing a little bit of a different tutorial with this and just give you more for your money. You're going to be using a piece of watercolor cardstock. I'm using Catherine Pooler Midnight Archival Dye ink, so you want anything that is watercolorable, not water soluble, so you can watercolor on it. And then I am using the Koi watercolors. This comes in a nice little palette, Koi Watercolors Pocket Field Sketchbook. And I love that all my colors are ready to go. And we're gonna be doing a messy watercolor technique. All right, friends, we are going to begin with the Midnight, and we're gonna be doing the sentiment first. And the reason why is I really wanna place the sentiment in the right spot, and then I can follow along on the edging with my candles. So I'm going to place this, and then it is watercolor paper, so you want to do a little bit of rocking back and forth, press down so you get a clear image. If you want to use your MISTI or your stamp positioner, you are more than welcome. All right, we're going to move it on to the next side, and I have my candles. And what we're going to do, we're going to go on the edge with the candles. So we're going to ink that up, and we're going to go all the way down with the candles. And you can get them to touch the edge or just have them, have a little bit of space, and you can put them as close or as far together as you like. I do want to mention that because you're going to be doing some messy watercoloring and you change the color on this, if you get them too close, you might have to wait to color each candle before you move on to the next one. We're going to give that some drying time and come back with our watercolor. All right, guys, so we've allowed a little bit of drying time, and we're going to begin. And honestly, there's no rhyme or reason how I'm doing this. I just wanted to grab some of this color, and we are doing messy watercolor. So we're just going to grab a lot of water, and you can feel free to alternate before you change colors. I am not going to color the flame. I'm going to wait that to get that with the yellow. We're going to move on to our next color. And I felt like this could be a very masculine happy birthday card. I always struggle with men's birthday cards because I love florals. If you watch any of my videos, I go towards florals for Unity. So there's so many gorgeous images. So this is a great birthday card. We're going to move on to the blue. And this is where I was talking about to not touch that red if you're going to be changing colors. If not, you're going to have a bit of color blending, which is okay if that's what you're going for. We're going to continue on. This is a great way to not have to do a ton of coloring, just mass produce some birthday cards. Okay, and we are going to grab some purple, right? I know I just said man card, but it's the rainbow. Oh, it's not too girly. So we're going to finish that up. And then we're going to come back, and I'll tell you what, I really like this, so I'm going to splatter some of this purple. I'm going to clean it off my brush. Gonna get that green, add another wash of green, splatter the green, clean my brush off, grab more blue, splash blue. And so we're gonna do this with all the colors. You could have gone ahead and done it while you were coloring your first set, but because this is watercolor and I want to have that two-tone wash where it looks like you added the first color and then the second, I just waited. Okay. And that does it for this card. Now we're gonna clean this off and we're gonna grab the yellow. I'm gonna go with this mustard yellowy hue that we've got. And then we're just gonna press down and lift. Press down and lift, press down and lift. All right. And you can come back and add a second wash if you like. I'm not going to. And I'm gonna add some of that yellow. All right, friends, that does it. Once it dries up, you can place this on your card base and it is ready to be mailed. Thank you so much for joining me today on this quick tutorial to make a masculine birthday card using the brand new released stamp set called Birthday Go Round by Gina K. Hey guys, Crystal Thompson here for Unity. Today I have a birthday go round. This is a new release from Unity and we're going to be creating a really fun card perfect for a birthday. For this we're going to be using two types of yellow ink. We're going to use Daffodil Delight and Crushed Curry. So 2 shades of yellow, this one's darker. Also, we're going to be using 3 pieces of cardstock. So let me tell you what I did here. So I have my card base. I actually like to use card panels for my video, so it's a lot easier to deal with. Then I have my card panel. This is the top one. And what I did was I trimmed it about 1/4 inch smaller than everything else, so you have an edging. And then I scored each side to create a little bit of some dimension. And then I have a square piece of black cardstock. So let's get started. So I have preset my stars onto my Misty. So this is a standard size Misty. And then we're gonna grab our card base, our card panel. And honestly, with the little lines that I had scored, you can just line them up. If you didn't score your lines, you can use a pencil. And we're not really gonna do a lot of the wreath building part of it. We're just gonna use it as a guide for our stars. So I'm gonna do 2 stars in the lightest yellow, which is the daffodil, and then we're gonna do 1 cluster of stars in that darker yellow, which is Crushed Curry. You can use whatever ink color you like. So we're just gonna grab this, turn it around, line up the bottom, and then we're gonna ink up again. This is just a great way to create a huge and a huge even background. And I have that lined up. And this is, my thought was to put the black cardstock that I showed you guys earlier. And it's gonna look very, very nice with this yellow. Try to line up your corner if you can. You might have to move your stencil or your guide, excuse me. And the Wreath Builder is available on the Unity shop if you desire that you need this, which you do need this. Okay. And we're just going to continue doing every corner all the way through. And that way it doesn't look so random. We're almost there, guys. You can use a bunch of different colors. Like I said, I wanted to keep this nice and simple. And there you have it. I really like this yellow, so we're gonna move on to our sentiment. All right, guys, while we let our stars dry, I have the happy birthday to you. We're gonna stamp this onto some clear embossing ink, and I'm gonna try to place it on the center of my little piece of cardstock. And then I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna place a piece of scratch cardstock so I can sprinkle my embossing powder. I am using the Wow White Puff Twinkle. We're gonna remove some of that excess and then run it through our heat gun. All right, guys, it is nice and dry. Look how pretty that is. Let's begin by assembling our card. So I have the star stamped image that we've got. We're gonna try to place it in the center. I am foam mounting this. Then we're gonna use the happy birthday to you that we just did with the Wow embossing powder. We're gonna place that right in the center. And then as a finishing touch, I have some jewels. You can use anything in your stash. I just felt that these yellow would match really nicely. It would give it a nice embellishment. So I'm just gonna add a couple droplets of my glitter Nouveau drops to attach them. And I like adding my drops prior to adding my jewels. So once that's done, I'm gonna be using my crystal katana. And there is a link at the bottom where you can purchase this, or you can use a Marvia Cheetah jewel picker. And then we are going to attach to the next one. And I like to do two different sizes when I'm doing them next to each other. This thing is super sticky, as you can tell. And that does it. You can go ahead and do another round circle. I just wanted to add a few embellishments to this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to use your birthday go round stamp set. Please keep subscribed if you liked the tutorial, and be sure to leave a comment below. There is a giveaway on Instagram, so hop on over to Instagram. Again, link is on the bottom and you can find it. Let me know your thoughts, and if you have any questions, let me know.